This episode of Later brought to you by Cheerios,
The future of breakfast cereals.
the Walmart Museum,
The future of retail.
Old Buildings LLC,
Are they in the future?
and Visit Bentonville.
In the future.
Oh man, this is so neat. Oh my God, this is virtual. Monsters everywhere. I could do this forever.
Do it later.
What? Who said that? Where'd you go?
Like the moves that you're doing on purpose. Sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you. Pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
And now a man whose reality of success is purely virtual, Jason Suel!
To be alive here in Northwest Arkansas. Man, great intro song, guys.
You needed a little bit more. You had to have more.
I had to have more.
Some more.
That wasn't enough. We had to do the hand claps to get people going.
Well directed, sir.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so here on the show today, we got a lot of great things. I want to talk first about The Wedding Party. This is a film. It's going to be premiering in Northwest Arkansas at the Fayetteville Film Fest. And here's the interesting thing about this film.
I cannot wait to crash this film.
I know.
I'm ready.
You are a wedding party crasher.
Of many things.
Yeah, you crash
That's on my
a lot
business
of stuff.
card.
You're not even supposed to be on this show. You crash every Saturday.
That's how I got here. I just started showing up.
So the cool thing about this film is that it's filmed in one continuous shot. So it's a full-length feature film, hour and 50 minutes made in one shot. So as a theater person, I'm interested in the staging of that, how they pulled that off. And I know my technology friends, filmmakers are also interested in this thing. So we've got an interview with those people coming up later in the program.
It's going to be remote, isn't it?
It's going to be remote.
From California.
That's right. The people are coming to us from California. I'm going to be here in Northwest Arkansas. They're going to be there. We're going to be talking to each other. It's going to be awesome. Musical guest, I don't know if you guys have heard of Willie Carlisle, Willie Gehring, Willie Carlisle. Yeah, we can give it up for Willie Carlisle. Yeah, local musician going to be playing for us. We did something fun this week, Bo. You're going to like this. I don't know if you remember Brandy Goddard, who came on the show last season.
Oh, yeah.
We had Ronnie Brewer on.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yes, so she's been on American Ninja Warrior. She's been on America's Got Talent. She recently won the women's division. She was first place in the Spartan race in Dallas.
What?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So she's legit. And she does these obstacle courses. She's a personal trainer. So we went to her obstacle course that she's built here in Fayetteville. We did some training with her.
Why was I not invited?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because we found someone named Turbo Dan to go out there with us. Local Northwest Arkansas legend Turbo Dan went out there to the
There's
obstacle
nothing
course.
turbo about this.
I know. And
Just Bo.
We're going to work you in next time, I think. So we're going out there with her. But you know what? Right now, I want to go and talk to my good friend, Chef Daniel Hintz, talking to us today. Let's go visit the chef.
1, 2, 3.
Hey. Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing great.
Oh my
How about
gosh.
you?
I'm doing so well. It's so great to see you here. Thanks. So, you've got some stuff lined up. What are we going to be making today?
So it's summer, and of course
Yeah.
you got to be grilling.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about grilling is that you can throw anything on the grill you know, maybe not everything, but
Right.
most things.
Not with that
on the grill.
attitude.
Not that, that's right, that's right. But
Anything.
what's great about Northwest Arkansas is the proliferation of awesome produce at the farmers markets all
Absolutely,
over the
yes.
place. And you can impress your friends simply by throwing some things on the grill and having a grill mark and then turning it into something. So basically we have 3 salsas from the Bentonville Farmers Market over the last week and today. And
So
we're gonna
fresh,
put
they're
them together.
fresh.
Fresh.
Some
Yep.
of them are from today. That's
Exactly.
awesome.
Exactly. So we're just going to kind of walk through easy salsas that anybody can do as long as you have a grill.
I'm confused. You said salsa, but I'm seeing bread, and I'm
Yeah.
seeing meat, and
Yeah.
I'm seeing all kinds of stuff.
Well,
I'm seeing wicker
salsa by
boxes.
itself
Okay.
is awesome, but can be awkward, right? If you're just eating salsa by itself. An accoutrement, something that goes with it, kind of adds a certain je ne sais quoi.
Oh my gosh.
There's no chips.
There's no chips.
Can
but
we
it's
just get applause for je ne sais quoi real quick? Can everybody?
Thank you.
Yes.
That means lower intestine, I think, in Spanish.
In Spanish.
So what we're going to be using instead of chips, we use some local bread. It's actually made by Sylvan, some bread makers at the farmer's market. So that's great. Yep. And then we also are going to be using some cheese from White River Creamery, the Chev, which is absolutely phenomenal. We have peaches from the farmer. Yeah, Chev. All these French things.
I know, I love it.
Local tomatoes, and this is summer. And the tomatoes in Arkansas, I would put them up against any tomato in America, except for Wisconsin, where I'm from. We could throw down a little bit, but the tomatoes of Arkansas are stunning.
So speaking of Arkansas, one of the reasons I wanted to have you on the program is because you're pretty much embedded in the food scene of Northwest Arkansas. So talk to us just a minute about that.
Yeah, so it's interesting with New York and everything being all farm to table and everything. We've been doing farm to table. Arkansas has been doing farm to table for 150 years.
Old
People
news,
would walk out their back door, pick stuff, and turn it into really interesting food.
Before it was cool.
That's right. That's right. We had hipsters back, 150 years
Absolutely.
ago. But farmsters. That's right. But I think what now is being translated into is a scene, right? And Northwest Arkansas has been looking as it's been developing its downtowns and it's been developing its cultural scene, both in the arts and in the culinary. They're going back to what grows here locally, right? And then we also have an enormous amount of talents in the kitchens that are able to look to the amazing talent in our agricultural community. And those two things are coming together, and what's exploding in our culinary scene is absolutely phenomenal in every city in Northwest Arkansas.
Absolutely, and we get to reap the benefit of that.
That's right.
Just living here.
So much reap.
So much, so much reaping.
That's
right. So great. Well, we're looking forward to checking in with you in a minute and putting some of this stuff together. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
You guys stick around. We got more coming up on later.
With the salsa trio.
Galactic Raiders!
Sir, sensors indicate a black hole up ahead.
Captain, there's a black hole up ahead. I recommend evasive action.
Black hole? Wait, over there? No, over here. Oh, wait, where? Wait, is this thing on? Is it?
Galactic Raiders!
Yeah, thanks everybody. Welcome back to later. So I'm at my desk. My desk here, and the first interview at this desk was in studio. This interview is going to happen all the way with our good friends out in California.
Technology.
I know. Speaking of technology, Bo, Dan, is this a new microphone?
Yeah,
What happened to the old microphone?
you sold it.
To afford new technology.
Okay. Well, I love it. This is bigger.
Bigger is better.
In America, bigger is absolutely better. And our friends coming to us, we have the technology now to bring them to you all the way from California. So joining us on the program are our good friends, filmmakers, producers, production team of The Wedding Party, the feature film that's going to be screened here in Northwest. So first, maybe you could give us, what are your names and what was your role in the film?
I'm William Camp. I'm the director of photography on The Wedding Party.
I'm Thane Economo. I'm the writer and director.
I'm Lauren Harper. I'm the co-producer.
My name is Ryan Hawkins, and I'm the producer, production manager.
Okay, great. Hey, guys, because you filmed in a continuous shot, right? This thing was made, there was no stoppage, a continuous shot. What sort of obstacles did you have to overcome that maybe would not have been there if it was filmed in a more traditional style?
I had always intended for this to be done in one shot. From
That's
the
interesting.
very first draft of the script, from when I was conceiving of the idea, I knew I wanted it to be in real time. I knew I wanted it to feel immersive. And as I approached the team and I said, I've got this crazy idea, I think we can pull this off, I think we should do it in one shot. I think it's an interesting angle, but I also think it's the perfect way to tell this story.
For me, it was a no-brainer to shoot it that way because it was the hardest way we could possibly do it.
And also the right way. And also the...
Yes, sure.
So I'm assuming that there was a rehearsal process for the film, not only for the actors, but to determine the choreography. So talk to us about that.
It was an incredible 3 weeks of rehearsals, just working with all of the actors, getting to, spend the first week kind of playing, finding the characters, a little bit of improv, finding what felt natural for all of them. And then after that, we really got to get into the specifics of running the entire film through just over and over and over again, a lot like a play. It was an incredible experience. It was really once in a lifetime.
We were having the actors play their parts, and we were just first going through with an iPhone. And once the iPhone was through, we got it all figured out with how the iPhone was going to go. Then we brought in the big camera with the 2 rigs.
Hey, Lauren, you're from Northwest Arkansas. How does it feel to have this film premiering in your home state?
It's really special to me to be able to bring the wedding party home to my family and friends, and I'm so excited you guys wanted to have us, and I just hope you get as big a kick out of it as we all did making it.
So you're starting your festival run. What are your hopes? What are your expectations for the film as more and more audiences have the opportunity to view it?
I just can't wait to get it in front of people. I think people are really going to react to it, and I think people are going to find it funny and a good time.
I think that this film is perfect for festivals just because we set a really interesting precedent for a comedy. There have been a lot of one-shot films, a lot of films that have adopted that aesthetic, but never one like this that kind of puts you in the driver's seat of kind of like a quirky, relatable situation like this.
So, guys, we ask this with all of our guests
It's
that
the
we
most
interview.
important question.
It is the most important question of the interview, I feel like. What are your spirit animals?
My spirit animal would be a sloth, I think, because they're gangly, and pretty chill.
I'd say my spirit animal is a wiener dog, because I'm a crazy wiener dog lady.
My spirit animal is a hedgehog.
And I'm a river otter.
Hey, folks, thanks so much for taking the time out of your schedule to have this interview with me. We really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing this film. This film will screen at the Fayetteville Film Fest again. The full fest lasts September the 6th through the 10th. This film is going to be on September the 10th in the evening, and we hope to see you there for that. Again, guys, thank you so much. You were incredible. Folks, stick around for more with Later. This is an Ed Stilley folk art masterpiece. Another folk art masterpiece is by Willie Carlisle. Here he is to tell you about it.
Well, my grandmother grew up in a 2-room shack. The last of 7 children used to dress in gunny sacks. Said that times were hard, families scattered near and far. Like seeds into the dirt, like the dimmest set of stars. And there's preachers every Sunday, muscadines each fall. I'd like to die in Arkansas if I should die at all. You could call it alchemy, some ancient art of old. Hillbillies with no money spun their garbage into gold. 'Cause I swear a square dance saved my life one hot and summer's day. I swear I was about to kill myself, I swear I was bound away. Swear I heard the voice of God between the caller's cries, an Ozark fiddle tune and a pretty girl's brown eyes. And there's preachers every Sunday, muscadines each fall. I'd like to die in Arkansas if I should die at all. I thought that being poor would weigh heavy on my soul, but it's a little drunken happiness like this that makes me whole. And you say that anyone could make it, I guess that's so, and I guess she ain't Walt Whitman, I guess I'm no Van Gogh. You can't account for taste, but I know my north from south. It's a folk art masterpiece when she opens up her mouth. And there's preachers every Sunday, muscadines each fall. I'd like to die in Arkansas if I should die at all. You could call it alchemy, some ancient art of old. Hillbillies with no money spun their garbage into gold.
Our projected course leads us through an asteroid field.
Captain, our course leads us through an asteroid field. I suggest we avoid the asteroid field.
There's a Pikachu in there somewhere, and we're not stopping until we...
Galactic Raiders!
Daniel Hintz with the salsa trio.
Welcome back, everyone, here on Later Daniel Hintz, and we're salsa trioing.
We're salsa trioing. I'm just wondering, that whole take of the film, that was
yes.
I wonder if they have any grills.
I
am obsessed with grills.
I just bought a new grill
summer.
2 days ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
What kind?
Kamado grill.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So all of this stuff is grilled. This is the kind of thing I was mentioning earlier. You can actually transform any vegetable into something higher than its actual worth. Just by grilling. So we're gonna
vegetables are not very high in worth.
No. It depends. It depends.
Right.
So what we'll do is we'll just kind of walk through. First, we'll do a really, really simple one. The nice thing about going to the farmer's market, buying a bunch of vegetables and just grilling them in the morning, and then putting them in your refrigerator, you can use them all day. Another thing I like to do is kind of roll them in butter and put them in the freezer.
Yes.
So this is that kind of stuff you can keep using. This right here is nice because it's the fresh tomatoes, right? You dice them up, but I actually grilled the red onion the night before.
Nice.
And so you get that smokiness in there, you get that fun. And this is a very, very simple salsa. A little bit of fresh garlic, salt, pepper to taste. But all of a sudden, let's say you're having a party and someone says, I want some soup, right? And because that happens
always
sometimes.
happens at every parties that
Every party I go to. Every single party I go to.
About this is you can turn it into a really, really easy gazpacho with just some cucumbers and a large knife, right? So what you do is that you can kind of just chop it up like this, and then you come on over to your blender.
Absolutely.
And you can kind of throw this in.
Wait. I thought all you needed was a cucumber and a knife. What is this? Look at this thing. I don't have a jet engine at my house.
This right here. Well, this right here.
It's mini knives.
You can tell. I kind of geek out with the food thing because this is what my wife got me for Christmas. Was an industrial blender. This actually has spent fuel rods in the back. It's really quite amazing.
Technology.
Oh yeah, look at it go.
I should have put the top on, but I'm so excited to be here.
Can we get some applause for the blending that's happening?
Yeah!
Yeah!
So here you are, your person's freaking out about the soup, and within just a couple seconds, you have this beautiful, sort of simple gazpacho right there.
Look at that. Look at this.
Now,
Gazpacho.
one of the nice things, and just smell that, right? Just smell that. Just $19.90, Basomatic. And so the other thing to kind of give it a little zest, because we didn't put in what would normally be in gazpacho, a little bit of red wine vinegar or something. You just take some fresh limes, you put this right on top like this, and then you can take a piece of bread. This is from Sylvan, a local bakery. Beautiful, beautiful sourdough. Yes. And you can either dip it right in there as a spoon.
I'm going for it. I'm
an
gonna try this
edible
out.
spoon. But it's really, really simple, right? Really, very simple, and that smokiness kind of comes out. So another thing that I did, so this is also tomato season, right? So the beautiful tomatoes you mentioned. The other thing that's coming into season is the corn. And roasted corn, kind of that nutty, beautiful, but then sweet on the back end.
Right.
I love almost burning some of the kernels to kind of give it that smokiness. And
That's what I say when I burn corn, that it's because I want to give it smokiness.
you can always talk your way out of anything
Absolutely,
burnt, right?
yeah.
And so with something like this, what you can do is, once again, I took the roasted onions and added a mushroom to it, a portobello mushroom, grilled those, and then grilled the corn. And what I really like to do with this is basically put it on a nice piece of grilled pork, right? It goes really well with pork. You can also do it with a steak. And you just kind of roll it right on here. It gives it that nice color right there. And especially on a white plate, kind of pops that out really, really nicely.
It's gorgeous.
So that's something very, very easy to make. And
So we've got kind of a tomato-based salsa,
Yes.
a corn-based one.
That's right. And then at the tail end, and this is one of my favorites because I love the hot peppers.
Right.
And we have so many great purveyors at the farmers market that have such a wide array of different types of peppers, but we're also very much known for our peaches.
Absolutely.
Here in Northwest
Oh,
Arkansas.
and they're
The
great
peaches
right
are
now.
I like where
incredible.
you're going with this.
So the nice thing about peaches is that when you grill them off, it kind of, and you let them sit for a minute, they kind of sweat out all that juice, that beautiful juice, right?
Yes.
So what you do is you grill it out the night before, let it sit in your refrigerator for a little while. Now, what I did with these is I took a little Pampero rum. It's a Venezuelan rum, really, really nice. And just before I put it in the refrigerator, I reduced that Pampero rum down a little bit, sort of caramelized it. Then I put the peaches in that and let it sit overnight. And then this morning, I went to the farmer's market, bought some habanero peppers, and I put fresh habanero peppers. When you
nice.
cook the habaneros, it actually changes the dynamic and the flavor profile. So this is gonna be really, really nice and hot, but that sweet's gonna kill it on the back end. And the other thing about that is if you can actually cut some bread and you have this beautiful cheese right here from the White River Creamery.
Beautiful cheese, beautiful juice.
Beautiful cheese, beautiful juice. You kind of put this right on here.
That's your tagline, I think.
That is my tag. Can I get that on a t-shirt?
Beautiful juice, my nickname in high school. So there you go.
Oh my
You can
gosh.
try that. And that's a beautiful closer because what you do is it's a nice, after all that meat and things like that, you got a nice little heat. You kind of pull that, but that's that sweet, right? That's sweet and smoky in there. So this is
awesome. That
this
tastes
is
awesome.
the kind of
Everybody
stuff-
has to try this.
Yeah, everybody can try it. But the beautiful thing about this is very easy to make. If you're having a party 2 days later, just grill and drink a couple beers, hang out, put it all in your refrigerator, and then use it because you want that juice to kind of come out and sit for a minute.
Absolutely, and thank you so much for just coming out and showing us. This seemed like very simple
Very
techniques,
simple.
something I can go home and actually, possibly do. Burn the corn and turn it into something beautiful.
That's right.
So Daniel Hintz, thanks so much for being here. We're gonna plate this stuff. We're gonna try it before we leave today. So thanks again,
Absolutely.
man. Thanks for being
No
here.
problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Boys, take us out.
Salsa trio.
I'm gonna destroy this course. Yeah! My name's Turbo Dan, and I'm the authority on obstacle courses here in Northwest Arkansas. I've done them all over the world. Singapore, Australia, the Netherlands, all of them. And I'm gonna wreck this one too. You call me Turbo Dan because I like to go fast. I'm always turbo, 1000%, baby. Woo! The biggest achievement ever in an obstacle course would probably have to be the time I did one in 5 seconds. Woo! The obstacle course consisted of 1,000 jackhammers and 3,000 lollipops. My biggest weakness is being too good and making everyone else feel so bad about themselves they didn't want to compete against me. Woo!
I am Brandy Goddard. I'm a personal trainer here at Fearless Training. I'm a world tri-fit champion, and I've been on American Ninja Warrior twice. And I also just won the Spartan Sprint race in Dallas, Texas.
What can we expect from the course today with you and Turbo Dan?
Well, I can't wait to see him really speed through the quad steps and to learn how to jump on all my different equipment and do front flips and to walk on a balance beam and to just jump and run. And I just can't wait to see how fast he is on this.
what's your spirit animal?
My spirit animal is a cactus. Woo!
Hey, we'd like to thank our guests on the program today, the filmmakers of The Wedding Party,
Willie Carlisle,
Brandy Goddard,
Turbo Dan,
the Galactic Raiders,
and of course, Daniel Hintz.
yes, this stuff looks amazing. I can't wait to try it. See you later, alligator.
After a while, Crocodile, let's get some.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
This episode of Later brought to you by Cheerios,
The future of breakfast cereals.
the Walmart Museum,
The future of retail.
Old Buildings LLC,
Are they in the future?
and Visit Bentonville.
In the future.